观众朋友们，我们又回来了。今天就讲3个炸弹发生什么问题了，今天就知道了。
Well, the third bomb had injured a bomb tech, a detective that belongs to the bomb squad. What had happened in my absence, since I was already up in the emergency room with the injured officer, the bomb tech had discovered another bomb across the street at 1 St. Andrews Plaza, which is the federal courthouse for Southern District of New York.
原来这3个炸弹都是放在不同的地方呢。
它们分别是在警察总局、联邦大厦以及联邦法院。这时，一名身着防弹衣的猜证组的侦探也严重的受伤。邓索尔意识到这是一起非常严重的爆炸案、恐怖袭击。
So it turns out that evening there was another device that exploded in Brooklyn at the Eastern District Courthouse of the United States Federal Court, and one other device that did not go off. Upon examining that device, the citywide broadcast was made that these devices were 3 sticks of dynamite with a clock and timing device, and they were placed in fast food containers, which probably was chicken boxes, and placed at the different locations.
哇，原来一共有5个炸弹，其中有1个还没有爆炸。广播也广泛的在报道这件事情。这些炸弹被放在类似于鸡排的快餐盒子里面，位于不同的位置。
The unexploded device that was recovered was a chicken box that was similar to this in size, and it had contained sticks of dynamite and a clock that was used for a triggering device. So when the time hit a certain time that they preset, that the device would explode. And this is similar construction to what it was. It was sticks of dynamite with a clock inside.
这就是仿制当时情况下的一个炸弹。当时炸弹位于一个鸡排盒子里面，一共有6个炸弹管以及1个闹钟，用于设定炸弹的时间。炸弹的大小与这个类似，被放置于鸡排盒里。
After that night, the next day, there was a call to the FBI headquarters, and it told the FBI where to find a communique taped underneath a post office mailbox in the street. Of course, it was recovered and it was taken back, and it was from the FALN, which is a group of activists that believe that Puerto Rico should not be a possession or associated with the United States, and that they want freedom be severed from relations with the United States and be its own country.
隔一天，FBI 收到了 FALN 的组织的一个电话，让他们去附近的邮箱取一封信件。FALN 是一群来自波多黎各的恐怖主义的分子，他们希望能够从美国获得独立。
So terrorism can be on the home front as domestic terrorism, and it can be in the international arena, as we've seen with the Middle East recently and after 9/11, and in 1993, I believe, the first Trade Center bombing. So terrorism is a state of mind that is imposed upon its victims by the terrorists.
哇，原来恐怖主义有分国内的以及国际的。凡是让受害者感到心灵恐惧的，我们都可以把它算作为一次恐怖主义，就类似于911事件以及1993年的一次爆炸案。
Terrorism is the fear that is placed in its victims. So if a country, a group, or an individual person creates this fear in society, they will have to take appropriate actions to try to prevent tragedy, such as an attack. So things have occurred in our recent history, and that has caused us to take extraordinary measures that weren't in place before to stop and prevent acts of terrorism upon our society. As you know, there was a shoe bomber that had explosive device in their shoe. Therefore, now if you go to an airport in the United States, you have to take off your shoes to be examined to see if there's no explosive device. And liquids, 3 ounces or less when you're flying. Why? Because if you have a liquid explosive, anything more than 3 ounces, as they determine, when ignited on a plane, can cause the plane to be disrupted and possibly taken down.
哦，原来恐怖分子就是在我们的生活下，为什么我们在飞机上都要把鞋脱了？因为恐怖分子把炸弹放在鞋里，还有水不能带上飞机，因为恐怖分子发生的事情。
So as terrorism takes hold of our world, there are many acts done by extremist groups, political groups, and religious groups that have caused our way of life to change. And you can quite evident when, as the airports, but also the subways in New York, as we travel, you might encounter bomb-sniffing dogs at certain stations that might be on the alert. You'll see random patrols by officers in plain clothes and uniform that are looking for suspicious packages. There are alerts by the government to all the citizens to report any packages that are left unattended. So what does this really do? This causes fear in the hearts of our people, and that is what terror is. It's scaring and terrorizing the normal people in our country when it places this fear in our hearts when the action might happen and might not happen.
恐怖主义让人心里不安，所以我们日常生活中增强了许多警方的巡逻，例如在飞机场、地铁站或是一些公共的地区。
如果我们遇见恐怖分子，要做什么事情呢？
Well, as you've seen with the explosive bomb sample that I brought, that should tell you and everyone else not to touch anything. So if you see unattended bags, see unattended boxes, you see briefcases, you see bags of food maybe, even a food container like the one I showed earlier, sitting on the steps of a building or left on the subway, do not take it upon yourself to touch it. But you should notify the police. If you're in the subway, you notify the station where you got off, or call 911, of course, when you get outside, or you tell the bus driver, or you just call 911 if you're in the street. And if you see an unattended package laying around and you wouldn't be criticized for it, that's what the citizens can do in our city to protect ourselves. Because if you ignore it, it could be deadly. But it's better to be safe than sorry, as the old adage goes.
如果在公共场合，例如机场或是地铁站，我们看到了一些可疑的盒子，类似刚才邓 Sir 为大家展示的一个仿制的炸弹盒。首先，我们要保护自己，要远离这样可疑的盒子，不让自己受到伤害。第二步，我们应该及时打电话给警察，或是告诉地铁站的一些工作人员，让他们提高警惕。我们千万不要忽视这些盒子，因为它们可能会造成下一次的恐怖袭击。在过去的10几年当中，我们经历了大大小小许多的恐怖袭击，这些袭击夺去了我们身边朋友或是一些陌生人的生命。希望在未来的日子里，袭击会更少一点，世界更加和平，让生活变得更加美好。
对，安全是第一。如果看见东西你不知道的，不能瞎碰。